Hello everyone, welcome to Elimu TV where you watch and learn. This is an English lesson. I'll be your teacher Sally Ngware. Before that, I'd like to give you your address. You can write to us. Our SMS number is 40007. Our Facebook page is Elimu TV and our Twitter handle is at ElimuTV_KA. Today I want us to look at a basic unit in Form 1 English called Parts of Speech. And before that, I'd like us to underline our lesson's objectives. And by the end of this lesson, learner, there are some expectations. You'd be expected that you'll be able to define parts of speech. It's so expected that you'll be able to list the 9 parts of speech. And number 3, you'll be able to state how each part of speech is used. Let's start by finding out what part of speech is. And in English, we have various words, and these words are classified or belong to different word classes. Now, these classes are what we call parts of speech. There are 9 word classes in English, or there are 9 parts of speech in English, and these are: 1, we have nouns, we have pronouns, we have verbs, we have adjectives, adverbs, conjunctions, prepositions, interjections, and articles. We'll look at these one by one. Let's start with nouns. So, whenever we talk about nouns, we are talking about naming words. What nouns do is identify various entities. Anything that you see around you bears a name, be it a person, be it a place, be it a feeling, or an object. All of them bear names. All those are nouns. Example, we have names of people, your name, any other name that you know of that belongs to a person. A name that identifies a person is a noun. We have examples such as Anne, Odwar, Zawadi, Becky, Julie, Judy. All those names are nouns. We have names of places such as Nairobi, Kenya, Africa, Madagascar, anywhere. Names of places fall under nouns. We have objects around you. Any object that you see, it bears a name, be it a flower vase, a cup, a seat, a table, or anything else. All those objects have names, and those names are nouns. We also have brands. Now, brands are particular names that are adopted by particular groups, and they exist. It's only one of a kind that exists. So that if we have Elimu TV, it's a name that has been adopted by some particular company, and there is no way that there exist 2 of them. So we only have one of a kind in brands. That's why we have examples such as Elimu TV, we have Coca-Cola, we have Safaricom, we have Toyota, and many other brands. We also have feelings. Hunger, happiness, tension, sadness, sorrow, all those are feelings falling under nouns too. We also have, we first note that nouns are further classified into other groups. Now, these groups, or the classification of nouns, will be looked later, but today we have maybe dedicated our lesson to knowing the parts of speech. Let's move on and see the other word class. We have pronouns. And pronouns are words that are used as substitutes for nouns or noun phrases. A pronoun is a substitute for a noun or a noun phrase. A noun phrase is a group of words that function as a noun in a sentence. For example, a plastic cup. When we talk about a plastic cup, we have the article a, we have the adjective plastic, and we have the cup as the noun. So the three form a word that we refer to as a noun phrase. We will definitely talk about this as we continue, so be sure to keep it Elimu TV. Examples of pronouns are he, she, it, his, her, them, and they. How do we use them? In the following slide, we are going to look how pronouns are used to replace nouns and noun phrases. We have the first example, Jayson walks fast. Jayson is a noun. It has been replaced by the pronoun he in the second sentence. So instead of saying Jayson walks fast, you're saying he walks fast, because the pronoun he is substituting Jayson. In the second example, we have a group of class 7 boys were caught stealing mangoes. The noun phrase, a group of class 7 boys, has been replaced by the pronoun they. Next, we have the red Coca-Cola truck turned near the bridge. The noun phrase, the red Coca-Cola truck, has been replaced by the pronoun it. Next, we have verbs is another word class. Verbs is a word that is used on any action performed or the state of being. A verb is a word that denotes an action. It also denotes the state of being. We'll look at that as we proceed. So let's look at examples of verbs. We have jump, eat, run, sleep, dance, walk. All those are nouns. Anything that you perform, be it speaking, sleeping, walking, anything that you do or the state of being is a verb. Let's move to the next category or the next part of speech in English. We have adjectives. An adjective tells us more about a noun, or we can say adjectives modify nouns. What do we mean modify? What we're saying is that they help us be specific about the noun or the noun phrase that you're talking about. They therefore are words used to describe a noun or a noun phrase. Now, you want to send someone to the kitchen to fetch you a cup, but there is a particular cup that you want, or there is a particular plate that you want. What do? You tell that person, go to the kitchen and bring me a plastic cup. Plastic is a word that is being used to modify or to tell us more or to describe the noun that you're sending for. That's why we are saying adjectives help us to be specific about the noun or the noun phrase we are talking about. Let's move on. Examples of adjectives. We have tall. You want to send for someone and you want to be specific about the person you're talking about, or you saw a crowd of people walking and you realize that you know one, you could say that, oh, I know the tall man, or I know the tall lady. When you say that, you're specific or you're describing that person. We have yellow. It's an adjective describing color. You're talking about some dress or some suit. I doubt whether there exist yellow suits. But anyway, you want to describe some outfit. To be specific, you can say the yellow outfit. Plastic, we have talked about, go to the kitchen, fetch me a cup, and not any cup but a plastic cup. We also have brown, we have old, we have new, we have wooden, and other adjectives. Note how the underlined adjectives have been used to modify the nouns and the noun phrases in italics in the following sentences. A man and a woman arrived in a car. That is a sentence. You are not specific about the man, the woman, or the car. So, how do you use adjectives to be specific about the man, the woman, and the car that you're talking about? A tall, handsome man and a beautiful American woman arrived in a new black car. Now you're being specific. You're not talking about any man, you're talking about the tall, handsome man. You're not talking about any woman, you're talking about a beautiful American woman. And you're not talking about any car, you're talking about a new black car. So, we are saying that adjectives help us be specific. They modify nouns and noun phrases, or they describe nouns and noun phrases. Let's move on. Let's talk about the other part of speech. We have adverbs. And what are adverbs? Adverbs modify adjectives. They show us the degree of a certain adjectives. To what extent? How much? To what limit? Let's see how. For example, we have the first set of two sentences. We are saying, she wore an expensive ring. An adjective has been used to describe this ring. The ring is expensive. But you want to know how expensive is this ring. In that case, we use an adverb. In B, she wore a very expensive ring. So the word very has been used to show us the extent of the expense of this ring. So we are saying it is an adverb. She wore an expensive ring. That is an adjective. Expensive is an adjective. She wore a very expensive ring. Very expensive. It's helping us, it's showing the extent of the expense of this ring. Let's look at another example. Fiber internet is fast. But how fast? We can use an adverb to tell us how fast. Fiber internet is really fast. Bob tells us that every time. So, really is being used to tell us how fast fiber internet is. Let's look at another example. KCB loans at a low interest, meaning that KCB loans earns a low interest. In sentence B, we have KCB loans at a ridiculously low interest rate or interest. The adjective low is being modified in the second sentence. It's telling us how low. And the adverb used is ridiculously low, meaning very low. And those are examples of adverbs used to tell us more about adjectives. Let's move on. Let's continue and look at other parts of speech. We have conjunctions. When you look at that word, it gives you an idea. Junction. Maybe there's some joining or some sort of linking. So, the word suggests that conjunctions connect words, word phrases, and clauses. How? Let's see. Andrew and Angel learn on Elimu TV. Andrew and Angel learn on Elimu TV. If we didn't have the word and, we would possibly say Andrew learns on Elimu TV and we would say Andrew learns on Elimu TV, and the second sentence would go Angel too learns on Elimu TV. But if we wanted to join those two sentences, we would use the conjunction and. So we come up with the sentence, Andrew and Angel learn on Elimu TV. Let's look at another example. She ordered for a cup of tea and a vanilla cake. Now, suppose we did away with the conjunction and. We would have two sentences. The first one would be, she ordered for a cup of tea, full stop. She also ordered for a vanilla cake. And instead of having those two sentences, we use the conjunction and to come up with one sentence. She ordered for a cup of tea and a vanilla cake. Another example, they insisted on going home although it was dark. The conjunction although has been used to join the two parts of that sentence. So we are saying that conjunctions connect words, they connect word phrases, and they connect clauses. Let's continue. Let's look at our next part of speech, or at our next word class. And next we have prepositions. Look at the word prepositions. Maybe the word position suggests something. Let's see how. Prepositions show the relationship between a noun, a pronoun, or a noun phrase with another word or word phrase in a sentence. How do these phrases link together? What is their relationship? How is one linked to one another? When you talk about a ball and a chair, there must be a relationship in terms of position. When you talk about the boy and the girl, you must talk about the aspect of the relationship if they are occurring in one sentence. Let's look at examples. The box is on the chair. The underlined word is on. It's telling us, or it's showing the relationship between the box and the chair, making it a preposition. Next, we have a green snake hid under a rock. The word under has been underlined, and it's showing us the relationship between the green snake and the rock in this sentence. So that is a preposition. The green snake hid not on the rock, not beside the rock, but under a rock. Next we have, she parked beside the school bus. Where did she park? Did she park behind the school bus? Did she park in front of the school bus? No, she parked beside the school bus. So the word beside is a preposition showing us the relationship between the school bus and where she parked. Next we have Kenyatta University rose above the rest. So what is the position of Kenyatta University when it's maybe placed with the rest of the universities? It's above the rest. Again, that is a preposition. Let's move ahead. Let's look at the other part of speech or word classes. We have interjections in English. And again, interjections is a popular part of speech. Let's see what it is. It is an emotional exclamation. It basically expresses feelings and emotions. And interjections are normally followed by an exclamation mark. Examples. Hooray, our team won. Alas, you're here already. Maybe this person was not expecting whoever he's talking about at that particular time. We also have, oh, I forgot my glasses. Next we have, yummy, Daima yogurt is the best. So we are saying that interjections are normally followed by an exclamation mark. as you can see on that diagram, and you're saying they express emotions or feelings. Let's move on. Let's look at our ninth part of speech. And you're saying articles have been incorporated to the English part of speech. So in the traditional, maybe content, articles were not being put under parts of speech, but now they are. And what are articles? Articles mark whether the nouns or the noun phrases in the sentence are definite or indefinite. There is the definite article, while a and an are the indefinite articles. We'll definitely look at that as we move on. There is used to refer to particular or specific nouns or noun phrases, while a and an are used when one is not referring to a particular noun or noun phrase. If a teacher sent for, maybe he sent a prefect to pick the boy from a class, it's a boy that the teacher has encountered in a previous situation. So it's a one particular person that is being sent for. If the teacher sends for a boy, it's any boy. They haven't encountered in a previous situation, so it's any boy. And we will look at that as we move on. Maybe in another lesson we'll say that an is normally used with words that begin with vowel sounds. So articles bring us to the end of our lesson today, but before I exit, I want to leave you with some work. I'd like you to list and define the 9 English word classes. Start with nouns and the rest. Make them 9 and define. You can also give some examples of how they are used. After that, you can call us, you can write to us, you can follow us on Twitter, or you can follow us on Facebook. Our phone number is 0726-842644. Again, it's 0726-842644. Our Twitter handle is at elimu_TV. And our Facebook page is Elimu TV. And our SMS number is 40007. Write to us. Let us know how you feel about our lessons. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, kindly talk to us. I have been your teacher, Salingware. Till next time, keep it Elimu TV.